Bermuda get ready to take on Bahamas later this evening in the first leg of their CONCACAF qualifying World Cup match. But as a team, how is the team preparing, and what's the spirit of the Bermuda team?
Team spirit and team morale is very good, very high. The group is very cohesive, gelling together. So we've been very pleased with that. They've been following all of the structure that has been put in place for them with regards to the preparation. So we're feeling confident. The boys are feeling ready to go and anxious to get out and put in a good display, take care of business tonight, and then get home Sunday and finish this off in front of our Bermuda crowd.
Now, you've been in Bahamas preparing. What are the conditions like? Are they similar to Bermuda?
It's warmer here right now, so we're talking about it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm actually at the stadium, and the temperatures are fairly high. The humidity is higher, but we're glad that we're going to be playing in the evening. In the past couple of days, there have been some showers that have been coming in late. That may factor in a little bit. But the surface, it's a decent surface. It's not as fast as our national stadium, but it will be conducive to our style of play.
Now you have a mixture of professionals with college and amateurs playing. How is that blend going on, and what's the communication amongst those players like?
It's been outstanding. Nicky Wells is in his first appointment as captain. He's really taken the lead with pulling the players together, passing on a little information, little tips, little instruction to the younger players. And as a matter of fact, the attitude and approach from the professionals is that we're all the same. We're here. It's one team. It's Team Bermuda. This is not professionals or college or the Bermuda-based players. We're all here together. We're all pulling together in the same direction, and they're anxious to get out and get the job done.
Now, the Bahamas media is downplaying or playing up the fact that there could be them losing tonight, and they're saying that there's a division in the team because CONCACAF Beach World Cup. But we're not taking the competition against Bahamas tonight lightly?
No, the Bahamas Beach the qualifiers will be held here in Bahamas, so they're banking on what happens with the result here tonight in regards to determining who travels over to Bermuda. So from that standpoint, they have 17 players who they brought in from overseas, schools within the United States, Canada, England. They have one player who's playing in Pro League out of Jamaica. In all actuality, here on the island, in the media and on the radio, they are actually talking themselves up. So they're psyching up and they're getting ready for the game and looking to try to bring it to Bermuda, full of self-confidence. It's going to be our goal to try to put a dent in that as early as we can in this match and try to take control of the proceedings.
Obviously, we want to get off to a good start, but ultimately, as a coaching staff, what are some of the things that we want to emphasize going into tonight's match and then looking forward to Sunday?
Well, number one is maintaining respect for the opponents. We don't want to come in here overlooking Bahamas, reading into anything. We're higher ranked than them. Traditionally, we've always beaten Bahamas. We've never beat them. We're going to respect Bahamas, and we're going to respect football. This is international, so you can expect that early. We're going to stay very organized, very compact. The goal really here for us is to attain a shutout win. And then be able to come home and finish it from that standpoint. But we'll look to keep possession of the ball. We'll look to move it fast, utilize our speed and our ability to break behind them, and then, of course, looking to finish off our chances. So, it's a total team approach. It's not going to be centered around just one or two key players, and I think that that's what's going to be our strength for us. Is that you've got players, if you look at our offensive lineup of players that we have, there are a lot of key players who can step up for us. So it's not just about, say, focusing on the key walls and shutting the key walls down or focusing on a Reggie Lamb. We've got a lot of players. You've got Zico Lewis. You got a number of other guys in this team who can come up with the goods, Raheem Simons, Jonte Smith. So, we're looking forward to a good, balanced team match tonight.
Team selection, how are we looking for that? Are we ready to announce who's starting?
I would not want to preempt, the coaches in terms of notifying the players following breakfast this morning, but the staff has met last night, has met again this morning, and we have centered on a starting lineup for today based on the form of players that we see. Everybody is healthy and ready to go. One or two slight little niggles or knocks that may factor in where you see it's better to probably conserve, rest on one right now, allow them to get that managed, and then come home and be able to be at full strength. So one of the big changes is that now in the FIFA World Cup, you're actually allowed up to 23 players, and all 23 players can dress. So 11 on the field and 12 subs who can be available. Of that 23, 3 have to be goalkeepers. So as opposed to past tournaments, we traveled with 20, and only 18 were available on game day. Coach Bascom will have available at his disposal all 20 players. So that increases the options, and that also means coming home on Sunday, we have the ability to add 2 field players and another goalkeeper to the squad list. So in essence, you can have 2 players for every position at your disposal, during the match.
Over the 2 games against Grenada, what did we learn about ourselves that we're going to take into this match against Bahamas?
Yeah, I believe that allowed us to fine-tune in terms of our game style, identify areas in which we wanted to tighten up. Any good coach will always tell you it starts with defense. Coach Bascom is always adamant about being organized defensively, is always looking for a shutout. And if you do that, we have enough offensive weapons we believe will create the chances and we'll find the goals. So we certainly believe that with each game, Bermuda is going to get stronger. So those 2 matches were helpful for us. The addition of the pro players coming in here, we can come through these 2 matches. We believe that we're going to be even that much stronger heading into the second round.